You won't believe what was just pulled from the Amazon River. Shocking new footage from a local fisherman appears to show an Amazonian creature thought to be extinct for centuries. This isn't just a fish story. This is undeniable proof that something monstrous still lurks in the depths. Join us as we explore 20 things hidden in the Amazon rainforest. Number 20. Machu Picchu. When European settlers first arrived in the Amazon rainforest, they were treated to the sight of a thick, dense jungle. This led to a common misconception that the Amazon was an untouched landscape which had not been inhabited by humans at any point in history. Several expeditions have been undertaken by explorers and curious adventurers who seek to find out some of the hidden gems located within this beautiful landscape, but even after years of research, scientists have not yet figured out the answer to one simple question. What is hidden behind 2.124 million square miles of the unexplored Amazon forest? Recent discoveries have, however, revealed that this vast landscape was once home to a thriving ancient civilization. Over 100 years ago, a history lecturer by the name Hiram Bingham from Yale University was exploring a previously unexplored portion of the Amazon rainforest when he discovered something absolutely fascinating. An ancient city lost for thousands of years lay hidden on top of a mountain ridge in the Peruvian part of the jungle, known as Machu Picchu. The spectacular ruin was a marvel to behold. In its glory days, this ancient city was built by the Inca people, an advanced tribe that dominated the landscape of the Amazon rainforest in the 15th century. Often referred to as the lost city of the Inca, Machu Picchu is not just a bunch of scattered ancient structures but a wide site featuring various diverse structures, including the Temple of the Sun, the Temple of the Three Windows, workshops, tombs, and many more. Historians believe that the city was built as a private citadel for Pachacuti, an Incan emperor who ruled the ancient kingdom between 1438 and 1472. The Peruvian government declared this hidden ancient ruin a historic sanctuary in 1982. A year later, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in order to preserve the diverse archaeological treasures resident at the site. Number 19. The Amazon Stonehenge. You have heard of the famous Stonehenge in Wiltshire, England, but did you know that deep in the Amazon jungle there lies another similar mysterious structure? This interesting discovery was made by Licio Camelo da Silva, who worked as a foreman for a cattle ranch in the Brazilian Amazon in the 1990s. The then 65-year-old man had no idea what he was about to uncover when he stumbled on these massive monolithic structures. Extensive radiocarbon dating of the site revealed that the site was most likely used by an indigenous culture as an astronomical observatory some 1,000 years ago. This discovery countered initial claims that the Amazon rainforest had been relatively uninhabited by man throughout history. With this discovery, scientists determined that the dense jungle was once home to a thriving population capable of erecting monumental structures, such as Stonehenge. The Amazon Stonehenge features 127 blocks of granite, each standing at around 4 meters tall and arranged in a circle measuring over 30 meters. Who knows what scientists will discover next in this mysterious landscape? Number 18. The Boiling River. Journey with us to one of the most unusual naturally occurring spectacles of the Amazon rainforest. Inspired by tales passed on to him by his grandfather of a mysterious river in the Amazon jungle, Andres Russo, a geophysicist, set out to uncover the secret behind this interesting scenery. His adventure took him to some of the deepest parts of the Peruvian jungle. The mission was simple: to create the first detailed heat flow map of Peru in order to identify areas of potential geothermal energy. One day, a colleague called Andres' attention to a hot spring that seemed to match the description of the legend his grandfather used to tell him about. The river, known as Shunai Timpishka or La Bamba, is over 4 miles long and boils at temperatures between 113 degrees Fahrenheit and 212 degrees Fahrenheit. This unusual discovery stunned scientists who marveled at the natural mechanism behind such a breathtaking river. La Bamba is breathtaking in the literal sense because any living organism which falls into the river is boiled alive, making the body of water uninhabitable to most life forms. As unusual as this river may seem, it is, in fact, a natural feature of the landscape. According to scientists, the river is a non-volcanic body of water, and the heat source is from the geothermal gradient of the Earth. To put it simply, La Bamba is heated to these extremely high temperatures by the Earth itself. Amazingly, this is the only naturally occurring boiling river in the world, paying tribute to the uniqueness of the Amazon rainforest landscape. Number 17. The tallest tree in the Amazon. Hidden deep within the Amazon jungle is a giant tree which towers over the millions of trees in the rainforest at a staggering height of 88.5 meters. To put that into perspective, that is taller than a 25-story building. Angelum vermelho is a tropical rainforest species of trees which is primarily native to Brazil and Guyana and usually measures up to 60 meters in length. This special one was spotted by scientists in a satellite image taken during a 3D mapping project back in 2019. The tree is located in the remote region of the Javari Valley, sitting at the border between the states of Amapa and Para. Several expeditions to reach the tree failed until September 2022, when researchers finally traversed through the rugged terrains to stand before this marvel of nature. According to scientists, the tree is estimated to be between 400 to 600 years old. This tree, along with several other trees in the Amazon rainforest, provides protection against climate change as they absorb the carbon prevalent in the atmosphere. Therefore, the natural reserve of the Amazon must be protected from forest fires, illegal logging, and other threats that might hamper the continued existence of the most diverse ecosystem in the world. Lend your voice to the cause to stop illegal deforestation, which is constantly damaging the health of our precious planet. Remember, the Earth is all we have got. We might move to Mars tomorrow, but for now we have only got one planet, so do your part to help us slow down global warming. Number 16. Mysterious geoglyphs. Archaeologists have uncovered over 850 mysterious earthworks in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. These fascinating pieces of ancient history stand as evidence of lost civilizations which once dominated the now inhabitable region. The geoglyphs form strange geometric patterns such as squares, circles, ellipses, and so on, believed to have been built by the indigenous tribes of the Amazon between 1000 BC and 1000 AD. These earthworks can be up to 13 feet deep and 1,300 feet wide. Even after many years since their discovery, the major purpose of the Amazon geoglyphs remains shrouded in mystery. However, scientists speculate that these sites may have been used for communal rituals between tribes, where certain members of the ancient communities were believed to have communicated with ancestral spirits, animals, and even celestial bodies. According to historians, these special sites were like portals through which the ancient settlers of the region could draw strength and wisdom from the unseen beings of the environment. The Amazon geoglyphs stand as a spectacle of ancient human design and engineering, inspiring awe and wonder even after the civilizations that erected them have been long gone. Now it's time for today's topic. In November 2025, a local fisherman named Rafael Chaska from a small village near Iquitos, Peru, recorded something that has stunned biologists across South America. While checking his nets along a quiet bend of the Amazon River, Rafael spotted a massive, dark shape thrashing near the shore. When he approached, he realized it wasn't an anaconda, or anything he'd ever seen before. The creature's skin glowed with red, blister-like patterns, its jaw lined with hooked teeth, and its body stretched longer than a riverboat. Locals whispered that this was the legendary Vilcabamba, the mother of waters, finally caught on camera. Experts still don't know what it is. What do you think? Mutant, undiscovered species, or something ancient awakening? Number 15. The Goliath bird eater. Are you afraid of spiders? Then this one is definitely going to freak you out. The Goliath bird eater is the largest spider in the Amazon rainforest. As a matter of fact, it is regarded as the largest spider in the world. This freak of nature can weigh up to 175 grams and grow up to 5.1 inches in length. To put that into perspective, this creepy crawly is as big as a puppy. Now that is just super freakish. A female Goliath bird eater can live up to an incredible 25 years, but the male only lives for a meager 6 years. Although this giant tarantula is capable of releasing venoms through their bites, their venom is usually harmless to humans, so do not be scared, they cannot hurt you. Goliath bird eaters feed primarily on insects, snakes, scorpions, and, of course, birds. Number 14. Dinosaur fossils. Hundreds of millions of years ago, before the Amazon rainforest became the impressive landscape that it is today, before humans and other animals called the jungle home, dinosaurs dominated the region. Or did they? At first glance, the possibility of such a large expanse of land providing refuge and shelter to our extinct friends seems like a no-brainer. However, you should know that very few dinosaur fossils have been discovered in the Amazon rainforest. Scientists attribute this scarcity to the humid conditions of the forest, which is not suitable for the preservation of fossils. The first dinosaur fossil was found in 2004 by a group of scientists exploring the dense jungle. Ismar de Souza Carvalho and Leonardo dos Santos Avila from the Rio de Janeiro Federal University, along with Leonardo Salgado of the Comahue National University, made this astounding discovery. The fossil was believed to have belonged to a previously undiscovered species of sauropods, known as the Amazonsaurus. According to archaeologists, the dinosaur is believed to have weighed about 10 tons and stood at about 30 feet in its lifetime. This discovery joins the list of many amazing finds that have been made in the Amazon jungle. With a large percentage of the vast landscape still unexplored, one can only wonder about the immense treasures that lie in this interesting region. Number 13. Victoria amazonica. The Amazon rainforest is reputed for its abundance in some of the world's rarest cases of gigantism. This is an unusual case when an organism grows to an extremely large size, which is uncommon for its species. The Victoria amazonica, or Amazon water lily, is one of such wonders. Recognized as the largest water lily in the Amazon, this giant plant features unusually large, round leaves with upturned rims which measure up to about 10 feet in diameter and 26 feet in length. The enormous leaves are supported by a ribbed undersurface anchored to a submerged stalk. Amazingly, the plant can comfortably hold the weight of an average man without bulging. Nature is indeed beautiful. Number 12. Ancient human settlements. In 2018, scientists made a staggering discovery of 81 ancient settlements in the Amazon rainforest believed to have been home to over 1 million people. Researchers believe that these sites were home to some of the earliest settlers in the jungle who dominated the region before 1500 AD. Initially, scientists had believed that this previously unexplored region was lacking in the essential natural resources needed for the survival of human civilizations. However, according to soil analysis at the site, the land was once heavily farmed, confirming the hypothesis that a large number of people used to make the rainforest their dwelling place in ancient times. But what led to the disappearance of these ancient civilizations? Scientists believe they may have been victims of a disease outbreak, genocide, or even a mass exodus. However, no concrete conclusions can be drawn yet, as more studies continue at the sites. Number 11. Walking palms. You have seen the walking trees from The Lord of the Rings, but what you are about to see is not from a fairy tale. This walking palm is indeed very real and can be found hidden within the thick, dense vegetation of the Amazon rainforest. Known as Socratia exoryza, the walking palm tree is native to the Amazon jungle and seems like something born out of a fantasy movie. What makes this tree so spectacular, you ask? Well, try not to get freaked out. According to scientists, the Socratia exoryza is capable of changing its location by walking, as the roots grow in the direction of the sunlight. Paleobiologists have estimated that this fascinating tree is capable of moving 2 or 3 centimeters per day. While this pace is much slower than the walking trees of the Lord of the Rings saga, it is still very mind-boggling. Number 10. The indigenous communities of the Javari Valley. Did you know that there are humans living in remote places on this planet who have had no contact with modern civilization? With the level of advancement in modern technology and the diverse resources available to mankind, it seems inconceivable that there are regions of this planet that remain untouched by modernity. The existence of primitive humans used to be a myth, but the discovery of a wide variety of these indigenous tribes who have made the harsh, unforgiving terrains of the Amazon jungle their permanent abode for thousands of years confirmed the hypothesis that there are untouched communities and civilizations hidden in some unexplored parts of the earth. Vale do Javari, or Javari Valley, is one of the largest indigenous territories in Brazil, spanning a staggering 32,990 square miles. This unexplored region of the Amazon rainforest boasts a landmass larger than Austria. This fascinating landscape is home to over 3,000 indigenous communities. The uncontacted tribes are estimated to contain over 2,000 individuals from at least 14 tribes, including the Isolados do Rio Sicio, Isolados do Decoy, Isolados do Rio Branco, Isolados do Rio Javari, among others. Over 19 villages believed to be home to these uncontacted tribes have been identified from satellite images and other images taken during aerial explorations of the area. In order to protect these tribes from the dangers of outside influence, these communities are protected by the government, and it is illegal for any non-indigenous persons to enter the territory. This is due to the fact that exposing a previously uncontacted tribe to outsiders bears the risk of transmission of illnesses which have the potential to wipe out entire communities. These tribes must continually remain in isolation to ensure their survival. This unexplored region of the Amazon jungle has been deemed the greatest concentration of isolated groups in the world. Number 9. El Dorado. The Amazon rainforest is home to many myths and legends, stories of fantastic locations passed down from generation to generation. One such legend is of an ancient golden city known as El Dorado. For many years, adventurers and treasure hunters have traversed the rugged terrains of the Amazon jungle in the search for the life-changing treasures hidden in the lost city. According to legend, El Dorado is an ancient city inhabited by the Muisca people. This city is said to be so rich in gold that the tribal chief walks around covered in gold dust and wields artifacts made out of solid gold. Many unsuccessful expeditions have been taken to the supposed location of this lost city. However, to date, no sign of the city nor its treasures have been found. Historians believe that El Dorado is, in reality, not a physical location but a fictional ideology born out of the imaginations of the storytellers and tale weavers of ancient times. Many enthusiasts, however, remain undeterred by these facts, and to date, Explorations are still being made to uncover the secret location of the lost city. Is El Dorado just a fantasy? Are the golden treasures of the lost city just a myth? Or is there even the slightest possibility that these tales may contain an element of truth? These questions remain open to debate and speculation. Number 8. Ancient rock art. Ancient artworks provide a glimpse into the creative mind and lifestyle of ancient humans who walked the earth long before us. One of such works of art, dating back to 12,500 years ago, was discovered hidden in the depth of the Amazon rainforest. Accurately dubbed the Sistine Chapel of the Amazon, this ancient masterpiece features lifelike depictions of animals such as the mastodon, a paleolama, giant sloths, and other extinct animals. According to historians, these paintings were most likely made by the first set of humans to settle in the Amazon, and their astounding details exemplify the amazing artistic abilities possessed by these humans. Other images portrayed in the artwork include human activities such as dancing, affectionate displays, and hunting scenes, as well as images of other animals like turtles, lizards, fishes, and birds. Number 7. Glass frogs. Among the many natural wonders resident in the Amazon rainforest is the glass frog. This interesting animal is famous for its transparent stomach, which leaves all its internal organs visible. Encountering these strange-looking frogs in the wild might give you nightmares for days. However, they are relatively harmless to humans, so do not freak out. Glass frogs are a special group of frogs belonging to the order Anura. The Anura order contains over 100 different species, which are collectively referred to as glass frogs. These animals have translucent skins on their bellies, which enables you to see their stomach, heart, digestive systems, and other organs. According to scientists, this unusual appearance plays a huge role in their camouflage, as the transparent part of the frog's body breaks up its outline, making it harder for birds to detect their presence. Although glass frogs are carnivorous and generally feed on spiders, flies, moths, and other smaller frogs, these wondrous creatures are non-poisonous, which makes them basically harmless to humans. Glass frogs are also relatively small, with the largest growing only to around 3 inches and the smallest only about an inch. Number 6. The largest snake in the world. Before you pack your bags and book a flight to visit the Amazon rainforest, you should know that this diverse ecosystem is home to the world's largest snakes. The green anaconda, or Unex murinus, is a group of snakes found in the tropical regions of South America. These large snakes can weigh up to a whopping 500 pounds, measure up to 28 feet in length, and 44 inches in diameter. The anaconda holds the record for being the largest snake not only in the Amazon rainforest but in the entire world. Unofficial sources even claim that these monstrosities can grow up to 40 to 60 feet in length, although the existence of this type of giant anaconda remains a legend unconfirmed by science. However, calm your nerves, as these giant snakes have not been known to intentionally target humans as prey. Based on research and eyewitness reports, anacondas generally avoid humans and would only attack after several provocations. But you would not go around poking anacondas in the jungle, now would you? Number 5. Vilcabamba. You have heard of the Machu Picchu, an ancient city built on a hill in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, which was popularly known as the Lost City of the Incas. However, this designation is inaccurate. Hiram Bingham, the explorer who brought the wonders of Machu Picchu to light, was on a journey to the real lost city when he stumbled upon Machu Picchu. Although he later discovered Vilcabamba with help from the locals after a trip from Machu Picchu which took several days, Bingham did not, however, spend a lot of time at Vilcabamba, which resulted in the incorrect designation of Machu Picchu as the lost city of the Incas. This notion went unchallenged until 1964, when a Peruvian explorer by the name Antonio Santander visited Vilcabamba and correctly identified it as the legendary lost city. The mysterious land known as Vilcabamba or Espiritu Pampa was the capital of the Inca people between 1539 and 1572. According to historians, this ancient city was the last refuge of the Inca Empire after the Spaniards invaded the kingdom. After all Inca territories were captured, Vilcabamba served as a refuge for the last free Inca people. Rumors of a last stronghold spread to the Spanish forces, who set out to discover where the rest of the Inca kingdom was hiding. Eventually, the stronghold was captured by the Spanish forces in 1572, which brought an end to the glorious rule of the Inca Empire. After the capture, the city subsequently became deserted, and the location was forgotten by history until its rediscovery. Some features of the ancient ruins include artificial terraces, stone houses, Inca pottery, and a stone bridge. The ruins of Vilcabamba remain one of the most extensive archaeological sites ever discovered in the Amazon rainforest. Number 4. Ratanaba, the Lost City. Scientists have discovered what they believe to be the oldest city in the world hidden deep in the Amazon rainforest. Using the revolutionary LiDAR technology, archaeologists were able to scan the landscape using laser pulses. This fascinating piece of technology enabled scientists to take a peek into what lies beneath the thick canopy of the rainforest, revealing this breathtaking discovery. The city, popularly referred to as Ratanaba, was supposedly built by a tribe known as the Mura and served as the capital of the known world in those days. The laser scan revealed a network of interconnected campsites, villages, towns, and city centers. Other structures revealed by the LiDAR image include pyramids, symmetrical patterns, and other evidence of human activity. Because of the inaccessibility of the location due to the dense jungle and dangerous conditions, human explorations of the site have been hampered. Until scientists can physically access the location, our knowledge of the site remains limited. However, this site also stands as a piece of ancient civilization which used to dominate the Amazon rainforest. Number 3. Forest fires. In 2022, over 1,000 fires burned in the Amazon rainforest, according to the monitoring of the Andean Amazon Project. These forest fires are currently devastating this large natural reserve. The fire affected an area covering over 2.5 million acres. Unfortunately, over 70% of these fires are man-made, which means the destructive force depleting the rainforest is almost entirely our fault. This big problem requires urgent attention before it is too late. Do your part. Speak up against the illegal deforestation of our natural reserves. Number 2. The corpse flower. Rafflesia arnoldii, or the corpse flower, is a rare species of flowering plants found in the Amazon rainforest. Hidden deep within this enormous jungle are these gigantic flowers, known as the largest individual flower on Earth. As a testament to the abundance of gigantic organisms in the Amazon jungle, this freakishly large flower can grow to a diameter of around 3.3 feet and usually weigh around 24 pounds. The corpse flower grows out of a cabbage-like bud known as the knob, which is typically about 12 inches wide. The flowers are clearly distinguishable owing to the reddish-brown coloration, brown spots, and the stink of rotting flesh that permeates the environments where they are found. This stench is beneficial to the plant, as it attracts flies and other insects which help to pollinate the flower, playing an indispensable part in its reproduction process. The Rafflesia has no stems and no leaves. Instead, it grows out of a vine from which it derives its essential nutrients. Number 1. Decoy spiders. Deep in the Peruvian Amazon, there lives an interesting organism known as the cyclosa. This fascinating arachnid possesses the amazing ability to build elaborate fake spiders which it hangs on its web as a decoy. The tiny decoy spider builds huge spider-shaped sculptures using bits of old leaf and plant matter, dead insect husks, and even its own skin. The decoy serves as a defense mechanism for the small arachnid in order to confuse or distract predators. This amazing creature has fascinated scientists since its discovery, as the cyclosa is even capable of creating an illusion that the perfectly crafted spider sculpture is not just alive but in motion. The cyclosa remains one of the most spectacular organisms discovered in recent times. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.